Hey, it's September 13th, and this is the weekly video message. Alan and I just returned from a fantastic lunch with Sheila and Doug Bauer. Sheila invited us for a Valentine's Day brunch. When Sheila and I were talking at the brunch, we were talking about experiences and goals and things we wanted to do in the future. And, it really all comes down to sharing great experiences with fun people, whether it's things you want to do for your family or things that you want to do with your friends. And as I was driving home, I was thinking about how important it is to have goals. Now, there's a difference between an overall vision of what you want to do and the specificness of having a goal. And I want to ask you, do you have a goal that you're working for right now? Now, you can be working for a goal in our contests, but it's important for you to be having a personal goal as well. If you're a new beauty consultant, or if you're somebody who your confidence is really not quite there yet, it's really important to have what I call bite-sized goals, short-term goals so that you can start to build your confidence. So it could be something small. Maybe you want to save enough money to be able to take your family to one of the water parks, to go to the Great Wolf Lodge. We're thinking about springtime coming up in a few weeks, and what would you like to do with your family in the summertime? Maybe you'd like to be able to go to Canada's Wonderland, or maybe you'd like to rent a cottage for your family, or go camping up to Algonquin Park. Maybe you'd like to take your family to Ottawa. Now, for some of you, that might be a big goal because it might end up being a couple of $1,000s, but you could do that very easily in a couple of months. If you need a smaller goal, look around your home and think of the things that would just make you feel terrific and show your family through evidence that you're benefiting from your business. Do you need new dishes? Would you love to have just really nice dishes for your family every single time you get together? Isn't it funny how we'll spend money on stuff that we don't even use or we use once, and yet things like dishes and pots and pans that we use every single day, we don't even think about getting the kinds of things that we want to have. So what about that? That might be 1 or 2 or 3 shows for you. Or what about a new lamp for your living room or a new area carpet? I can tell you that Alan and I are talking about major fix-ups that we have to do in our house because we absolutely adore the property we're in, but the house is really old. So now we're looking at doing things like replacing windows, and if we do that, we got to do the floors over, and when we do that, what color will we paint? Those things can be real burdens if you don't have the money for them, but they can also be exciting if you do have the money for it. So when you're going out to do your shows, it has to be about what you want to get out of it. Now, maybe you're thinking, well, hey, I would like to be able just to buy myself a new outfit every month, or I'd like to go out and buy a couple of new pairs of shoes. By the way, always time that so that you can wear it to the monthly meeting and really get the most out of it. This is what the business is all about. I don't want the business to become just another job for you. I want it to be something where you look at every show and you see what that show can produce for you and your family. Now, your show money is your immediate money. Your long-term money is your recruiting money. And our goal is to start getting on up to 50 recruits a month. That means that we will really be sharing the opportunity with women all over the territory that we have. So I'm putting on the most incredible contest. I know many of you right now are working towards the coffee maker or the Tiffany style silver jewelry. And some of you have said to me, you can't decide what to take. Well, now you won't have to, because starting February, which is already halfway through our month, when you hold, and you can read about this in this newsletter, when you actually release 2 kits, February to the end of March, you can get the Tiffany style, it's not Tiffany, but Tiffany style silver bracelet. When you have 3 kits out in that time period, you can get the Tiffany style necklace instead, or you can get the coffee maker. So for 2 kits out or 3 or more kits out, you can be getting those gifts as well. Recruiting is the smart money. Recruiting is the long-term money. Recruiting is how you make your raises, and certainly how you build your business to be able to make money long-term. It's really about investing in your business. So I want you to think about, what do you want to get out of the contests, and what could you do to meet those recruits? Remember at the monthly meeting I said, be careful of the kind of questions you're asking yourself. If you're saying things like, how come I never, or why doesn't this ever work for me, or how come I always seem to mess up, you're going to get the answer to those questions. So start saying, how could I get 4 kits out in the next couple of months? Or how could I be better at recruiting? Or what could I do to get better guest attendance so I meet those recruit leads? Now, one thing you could do is go out and view top manager shows. You could also ask your manager to send a couple of the shows to you that we have of a couple of managers, that we have that on email that we could send to you. But you know what? We have the most amazing training tools for you. How many of you have learned your show, but you've never watched all of the videos that are on our mastery page? Or maybe you haven't watched a video for months. I promise you, if you start watching those videos again, not only will you start to master your performance to be ready for that next show, but you will also be motivated and excited about it. I recently had a conversation with a woman who is a trainer in the direct selling industry. She goes around all over Canada and the United States training, and she makes $7,000 to $8,000 per visit. And when I talked to her, what we basically discovered is that we already have all those training materials in our franchise. We provide the how-to for people. She said, Deborah, you wouldn't believe the companies that I go to where people are thanking me for sharing with them how to do this because the companies don't even provide that for them. They give them a great opportunity and a great product, but they don't provide the how-to. Well, here at our franchise, we do provide the how-to, but you have to be your own best boss and you have to click on the site. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. So how about getting onto one of the mastery pages and start looking at those videos and think about how you can really improve your business as we're getting into spring. You know, there's just about 5 weeks left until the official start of spring. And do you want to just start to build your business then, or do you want to have your business rocking and rolling? Early in my Alouette career, we used to have a saying that I was taught, 21 days to form a habit, 6 weeks to see results. Now, we talked about this oftentimes in our shows, that if you could do your skincare every morning and every night for 21 days, you would have formed a habit of taking care of yourself. Because if you can either stop doing something or start doing it for 21 days, you will have formed a habit. That's what psychologists have proven. And of course, we know it doesn't take 6 weeks to see results with the skincare, but certainly over time, you get better and better results. So here's a challenge to you. How about circling today, February 13th? Make a decision about what you're going to do differently for the next 21 days and just stick to it for 21 days. Maybe every day for 21 days, you're going to review your goals and you're going to claim them in a positive, assumptive manner. Maybe every day you'll just look at a 15 or 20-minute video to perfect your performance. Maybe every day you'll just, talk to somebody who's going to encourage you in your business. And then I want you to mark out 6 weeks. Okay, so 21 days, mark that on your calendar, and then circle 6 weeks from that time period. And I want you to watch what happens. When you get to that 21 days, I want you to let me know if you've established a habit in a new area, and then what results you're starting to see in those 6 weeks. So come spring, do you want to have your business flowing, or do you want to have to just start working on it? It's all up to you and the habits that you decide on today. And those habits really go back to your goals. Now, I'll be doing sales training in the office this Tuesday, but you have every opportunity, if you can't come to trainings, to tune into the website, go view manager shows, or even have a manager show emailed to you to watch. How great do you want to be at this business? As the snow starts to melt, as people start coming out of their cocoons, what do you want to do to really make the most of your business, and what do you want to do it for? Is it going to be something really quick and automatic within 2 or 3 shows? Do you need a dishwasher? Are you always fighting with your family about the dishes? You could get a dishwasher with 4 to 6 shows. Start thinking about Alouette as the answer to the problems, not something else that you have to do in your life. And I want you to email me and let me know when you do these things. I don't care if it's one show that you take the money and you paid a bill with it, but you've got that bill off your back. Or if you've got bills that you do need to get, I want you to post it on your fridge and start marking off the hundreds of dollars each month that you put towards it so that you and your family see the success that you're having with Alouette. But let me know about it too, because in this newsletter, we want to share with people your examples of living the Alouette dream. Because living the Alouette dream is what it's all about in 2011. For you, for me, and for all the women we're going to share Alouette with. I need you to be focused on recruiting. We can't do those 50 kits a month without you. Together, everyone accomplishes more. Thanks for all you're doing. Have a great night.